Hi there. Hey, this is Marty with Emotional Healing Revolution. Welcome to my channel. I have not been on for quite a long time. My family had some personal things that we were working through, and it took us a lot longer than we had planned, but we are doing well. Today is the 11/11 portal. It is an enormous portal for manifestation and for us to receive our blessings and for us to receive downloads from Creator. And as I was doing my meditation today, I checked in with Creator to ask what needed to be worked on today as a collective. And I was told that there are so many blessings waiting for the collective, just waiting. And we are not able to receive those blessings because we are bogged down with emotional baggage. And some of that emotional baggage is stuff that we have been hanging on to for some of us our whole lives. But today I was told that that was something that we could start to work on. And obviously it takes more than just one session to work through those things, but today we are going to tap into some of those energies and release them if you are willing. What you will need is some crayons, about 20 pieces of paper, willingness to release, and permission for me to tap into your energy. Also, if you are watching this video, then it is assumed that you agree to my disclaimer that you hold no one responsible for anything that you feel doesn't work for you, and that you are an adult and that you are accountable for yourself and you can leave at any time. This is a free service, and if it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you. But for those who choose to try and release and do something that is safe and effective in doing emotional release work, you are welcome to stay. And you can pause the video now and go get yourself some crayons or colored pencils and some paper, and then just know that I do have your permission, right? Because you're here to tap into your energy, and we will get started on releasing energetic burdens that are keeping us from receiving blessings. So if you need to, pause the video now, and then we will get into it. Okay, if you're ready, we will just go ahead and start. First, we're going to do some breath work, and it's just simple breath work, not anything too complicated. Anybody can do it. We're just going to connect our hearts and our minds. So let's take a big deep breath. And when we release it, it's going to be 2 short breaths and a long one. Okay, so okay, another big deep breath, hold it. Okay, 2 short breaths. Okay, and one more time. Big deep breath in. And 2 out. Very, very good. Now, normally I would do a meditation with this. I'm not going to today because it takes quite a long time, and my intention is that you guys are already prepared and ready for this session. Okay, so the emotional baggage, okay, that we are working on today. Keeping a little note here, is what's keeping us from receiving blessings and manifesting in this 11/11 portal. And the very first emotion that is intuitively coming up for the collective is jealousy. And I thought that was interesting, but it totally makes a lot of sense. Jealousy keeps us from being in gratitude, and gratitude is the way to manifest. You know, you have to be grateful for what you already have. If you're stuck in jealousy, this is going to block you completely from receiving abundance and prosperity and blessings from the Creator and from your higher self and from your ancestors. Okay, it's going to keep you from your prayers being answered, and even being heard, to be honest, because you're so stuck in a lower vibrational energy that you can't rise up to receive. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and visualize where you feel jealousy in your body, if at all. If not, then you can skip this one, okay? No big deal. Feel it. Where is jealousy in your body? Even about it, imagine who you could be jealous of. And if your ego is blocking this, I encourage you to take another couple of deep breaths to really be honest, because this is going to be really bless your life, and help you release and be more aware of your shadow side. And then that way you can accept your light side, okay? And you can just be in a more flow state where you can give and receive. And right now we're going to focus on receiving, because we deserve it. We've got these blessings. Creator's got these blessings waiting for us, and we're not able to receive it. So, jealousy. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes, visualize any jealousy I feel in my body, where it's keeping me stuck. What color is that jealousy? Okay, when you see the color, I want you to pick the color, and I see green for the collective. Okay, I'm seeing green, and I'm also seeing some yellow and orange. And then I want you to visualize, if your colors are different than mine, don't worry about it. It's not an issue. Just if you'd like to comment and ask questions, I can share with you what that means. But for now, we're just going to draw a great big heart. I'm going to use my orange first. Draw a great big heart on my white paper, and I'm going to start to visualize moving jealousy out of my body. And for me personally, I'm working for the collective. Okay, I'm tapped into collective energy. So the people that are tapped in and who haven't been able to do this work before, I will help you. Okay, big deep breath, blow the energy out and watch it leave your body, travel down your arm and onto the paper. And this is an easy, safe way to release energy. Okay, you can do this with any energy that you're feeling at home. If you are working through really hard stuff at home, anger, sadness, loneliness, you can look inside your body at where that is. Usually it's in your heart and in your mind. Give it a color and color it out. But today we're working on jealousy. So I'm going to color out jealousy, and I'm going to take big deep breaths and blow it out. That connects my heart and my mind. Okay, and like I said, I'm coloring for the collective, for those that are tapped into this energy today, but you will be coloring for yourself, okay? And my whole purpose in doing these free sessions is to bring healing to humanity, okay? Give you guys some tools to work with, and to heal and bring peace and love back to humanity, to bring and elevate the vibration of our planet, and ultimately bring peace. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. Big deep breath, another big deep breath. We're coloring out jealousy. Some of you I can feel are using a red or a dark red. That's you've got some pretty big feelings towards that, but we'll get to that, okay? Right now, jealousy is the emotion. And then the very next one that we are going to work on is resentment. Because there's a lot of people out there who are resenting others for having more than what they have. Okay, again, if you're resenting, you can stay in that energy. It's just going to keep you there, and you won't be in a place for Creator to bless you. Okay, you are worthy and deserving of blessings. So why hang on to something that's going to keep you stuck? So take a big deep breath, and we're going to now work on resentment. Look inside your body as you're breathing and thinking. Look inside and feel where that resentment is. Now I am feeling it right in my solar plexus for the collective. Okay, it's a gut-wrenching type feeling. Okay, it's not pleasant. Resentment is like it can even be bitterness. In fact, I think we'll pony up on this one and do resentment and bitterness. Okay, this will be both resentment and bitterness. You're just there's some energy here I can feel, and we can do it both in the same sitting. So I'm going to close my eyes, see what color this is for the collective, and I am getting black, purple. I see a lot of red for somebody out there, but right now we're going to do black and purple for the collective. Okay, take a big deep breath and blow that energy out of your body. Now when you do this, it's called psychoneuroimmunology, and it improves your health. You're releasing negative energies that are making your physical body sick, even your mental state sick. So if you're dealing with a lot of unhealthy thought processes and patterns, releasing some of these toxic emotions can help you have a healthier mindset. Okay, big deep breath, blow it out, and color. Some of you need to color a lot darker energy to release that heavy emotion. I see a lot of red out there for somebody. Resentment and bitterness can actually make you do some really stupid things. I mean, you know, you see it in Hollywood. They do movies on people who are jealous and resentful. They can create a lot of hell in your life if you don't release those energies, and you're not helping. You might think that whomever you're feeling resentful or bitter towards deserves it. They probably do. But I promise you, you holding on to that energy is making you sick, not them. Okay? And the only way to really work through that and to resolve those energies is to either communicate it or work through it. Some of us, that, you know, if you're feeling bitterness and resentful towards your childhood, so you might feel it towards your parents or towards the government, that you didn't get the support and help you needed to protect yourself. I'm getting from maybe really painful, hurtful situations. You can be resentful and bitter, or you can heal it and move on and help other people. Okay, you can turn it that darkness, and you can come, you know, be angry for me saying that, but I grew up in a rough situation too. So I could stay bitter and a victim, but I'm choosing to empower the collective, to change the planet, okay, to be a better person. Not that I'm always perfect, heaven knows I'm not, but I try really hard to not stay in a painful situation, and I have enough knowledge and education to know that hanging on to these things will make me sick. I won't be able to grow and gain more light and knowledge if I stay stuck in resentment and bitterness. Okay, finally, take a big deep breath, blow it all out. Good job. Let me check in with Spirit and see what he wants to have us work on next. Okay, loneliness is coming up. Ooh, that just shifted the energy. Did you guys feel that? It's very sad. Sad, heavy loneliness energy, okay? I'm seeing black and red this time. Yours doesn't have to match mine. I also see somebody out there's using blue, a lot of purple, gray. Those are all really, really valid colors. If you have any questions about those colors, please let me know and I can tell you. They all mean something, okay? Red has to do with anger, rage, hate, resentment, frustration, violence. And black has to do with fear, intense feelings, not understanding the lessons of life, repressed old emotions, okay? Also darkness, or what some would call evil, okay? That's also black. So we're gonna color those out. That's what the collective is choosing. Every time I look inside, it's black and red. So look inside yourself. What color is loneliness if you were experiencing that on any level? If it's only a small amount of loneliness, just heal it up. Just let's release it so that you can move forward. It's keeping us stuck, right? Big deep breath, blow it out. Loneliness, what's going on here? It feels like a big disconnect in the collective with either their partners or families. Something's keeping you guys disconnected, possibly. So loneliness, okay? There's a disconnect somewhere. Something's going on where there's a disconnect in the relationships. Maybe there's a lot of stress with your family members or your parents or your partner. Nobody's communicating, or they don't know how to talk about it, okay? I recommend, if you're having issues with communication with your partner, that is challenging. Maybe you're not being heard, or that you're afraid on some level. Getting counseling to help you to have a voice, to give yourself a voice, so that you know how to speak and speak your feelings and speak your emotions out first, and then you will have a healthier way of communicating it to your family and partner, okay? Big deep breath. Blow the rest of that energy out onto the paper. Good job. Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next emotion that's coming up that is blocking our blessings on this 1111 portal. Greed is showing up. Okay, so we're going to do greed. A hoarding type of energy is coming up. Maybe there's some fear behind not having enough. Lack mentality, it feels kind of like the depression time frame. Grapes of Wrath, if anybody's read that book, it has a lot of that energy of lack. Okay, so greed is showing up. Now, if you are got greed, oh my goodness, Creator is not going to bless you with more blessings or abundance, because he doesn't trust that you know what to do with it, okay? When you already have enough, and when you've already been blessed with enough, and you're content with what you have, then you can be blessed with more. But if you're in a hoarding type of a space, it means that there's trauma there, or some kind of a lesson that needs to be learned, okay? I'm right straight up seeing green for the collective. So so greed, I'm being told to share a story. So greed, you can associate this emotion with what the collective is experiencing right now with the Grinch. Okay, we are going into the holidays, and the Grinch, you know, we realized he came from a place of trauma, right? He was angry and upset with everyone. He wanted people to suffer. Felt like that he was jealous. So we're going to go back to the very first emotion. He was jealous. He was jealous of families. He was jealous of what other people had. He was jealous of connections, which associates back to all of these other emotions that we pulled out. So we've already pulled out jealousy, resentment, bitterness, loneliness, and greed. These are all associated with the Grinch, is what Spirit is telling me, which I agree. I love that show. It's so heartwarming and fun for me and my family to watch. But this is the energy that's showing up right now, okay, for the collective. Like an unwillingness to share, a selfishness. There's also a fear of connecting with people because you're afraid something's going to be taken from you. So if you share, right, you're afraid that if people know that you have something that you can help with or share with, that they're going to come and take the rest of what you have. That might be true, but you're actually attracting that the more you feel that. So if you heal this up, then you're no longer in a space. You can use your abundance with wisdom, okay? Okay, I'm going to go to pink. Pink has to do with blocking the flow of love, and that's showing up in greed. And green has to do with betrayal. Let's see, betrayal. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Betrayal, sadness, feeling desperate for love and approval. It has to do with feeling abandoned. All of this is Grinch energy, right? So we are going to move this out. And it was green and pink is what's showing up, and I'm doing it swirly, very similar to the Grinch movie, how everything was very swirly and whimsically. And I am just coloring out for the collective. You color what works for you. I'm being drawn to explain, somebody out there has brown. Brown has to do with feeling out of control, and adopting negative coping mechanisms to bring control. It also has to do with huge amounts of fear, huge. So somebody out there is coloring with brown, and I'm getting blue again. So blue has to do with blocked self-expression, being overly talkative or silent, misuse of will, unexpressed sadness or resentment again. Okay, so we're really tapped into this Grinch energy. So big deep breath again, blow it all out. Now, if for those of you who only don't see a color at all, white and clear are a color, and it is fear. Okay, it's fear, hiding, not wanting to be seen, covering up because you're afraid. So greed, right? If you're feeling that, you're hiding, you're wanting to be greedy. Okay, one final big deep breath, blow that energy out. Okay, excellent. Okay, very good. Okay, now I want you to find your happiest, most beautiful crayon that makes you super, super happy. I'm going to use yellow because it is my happy color, and I'm also going to use pink. I'm feeling like pink. And so yellow in the light is joy. Okay, so every color has a dark side or a negative emotion to it, or a negative side to it, and every color has a light side to it. Okay, so pink has to do with being open to giving and receiving love. Okay, and yellow has to do with joy, energy, trust, security, all the things that the Grinch never felt. Okay, until the very, very end when he opened up his heart. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna use these two for the collective. You use whichever ones you want, and then I want you to just repeat after me. We're gonna do a clearing, send this energy to the Creator to be transmuted, and hopefully you feel peace and comforted and a lot better, okay? So let's take a big deep breath and say, I cast all of this to the sun. Go through your greed, or excuse me, your jealousy. I cast all of this to the sun through your resentment. Big X through your loneliness paper. I cast all of this to the sun to be repolarized into positive energy. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Show me. Okay, now I want you to close your eyes, visualize all of this energy that we've just released on your paper, traveling all the way up into the sun to be transmuted into positive energy. Okay, take a big deep breath and blow it all out. This is what I call forgiveness. It means letting go. Forgiveness means letting go. You are letting this stuff go. And you're giving it to the Creator so that He can transmute it, or the universe can transmute it. And then I want you to close your eyes and say, I replace these on my soul level, my DNA level, my core level, and my highest white light with love, abundance, prosperity, peace, joy, and connection. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Show me. And watch it travel from the sun, keeping your eyes closed. Watch it travel from the sun down into your crown chakra. Fill your whole mind and heart with this beautiful new energy, transmuting it. Now I want you to draw a gift that the Creator is going to give you, symbolizing your healing and transmutation of toxic energy. So if you could sit for a moment, breathe in and visualize a gift that formulates in your mind and in your heart that Creator gives you to represent transmutation of toxic energy and the peace of releasing and transmuting this energy. What would that look like to you? So I'm going to close my eyes and visualize a gift. And now I'm going to draw it. So I see hearts, all connected in one big circle, infinite hearts. So I'm drawing purple or pink hearts, all connected in a big giant circle. And then around that, I see an orb of light, symbolizing connection, love, peace, trust, abundance, prosperity. Which is a perfect gift for the Creator to give the collective today. Anyway, thank you so much for participating in this emotional release of blocked flow of energy and blocked blessings. I'm so grateful that I could be here with you today. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day. If this blessed your life and you feel like it could bless somebody else's life, please like it, subscribe, share. I'm going to try and be here as often as possible. I said this in my last video. I do have a special needs son who takes a lot of care. Sometimes I can't always be here, but it was my intention to be here as often as possible, or if not every day, if it's looking like we can stay healthy. And I really am grateful that I can share these things with you. I have been in school for many, many, many years, and also been a facilitator of healing work for going on now 15, 20 years, maybe 20, 21 years, long time. And these are a few of the tools that I've picked up that are safe and effective in helping release energy. And it is my humble honor to be able to share these with you and to hopefully help humanity ultimately. I'm so grateful you're here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I love you. Peace.